Hey guys, welcome to this week's edition of Best Pals. My name is Dave, and we are here this week to talk about barn cats. Now, barn cats in our barn cat program and what it entails. It's been a major success since we started it, and I want to say we started it about 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, I'll say. So 2 kitten seasons ago. So about 2 years, and it's been a major success. We have saved a lot of lives with our barn cat program, and we've really been able to match what people want in a cat with what they have and have to offer. What our barn cat program is a program that is meant to give cats the opportunity at life that may not necessarily be good for adoption for indoor pets. So your unsocialized cats or feral cats that have had little to no human interaction would be great candidates for our barn cat program. Also, the cat that just can't get its litter box issues under control, and just wants to be outdoors and would do better outside. Great opportunity for them to get out of the shelter and do well in a home setting, but not inside the home. So this show, what we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you guys a couple barn cats that we have available here behind me, and we're going to talk about specifically what it is and how you can help, and we're going to talk about the term barn cat and what that really means, and we're going to talk about what we expect out of our barn cat homes, and then talk a little bit about the process of obtaining them. So first we're going to talk about what our barn cat program really entails. And what it is a program, again, like I said before, for cats that are unsocialized. We get a lot. We live in Carroll County. It's a rural area. We get a lot of cats in that are trapped, that people don't want on their property, or they're pooping in their flower gardens or whatever. So what we're trying to do is instead of euthanizing that animal, is placing that animal into an environment where they can flourish. And what we found is that a lot of barns around the area like having a few barn cats around, like having a few cats that are working for them because they have horses or they have some kind of livestock or hay that they need protected from rodents. So it's kind of like cheap rodent control for them, and it's a companion animal that they can keep around, for their families to enjoy. So that's kind of what the barn cat program is it's us playing the middleman, if you will, to vet these cats, to get them vetted and to get them back out there alive, safe and sound, and to give them the opportunity to flourish and do well. So we're going to talk about the term barn cat next. We use that term as a slang term, if you will. And people are like, oh my gosh, I don't have a barn, and they count themselves out. And barn cats just means a working outdoor cat. Our barn cat program has adopted out hundreds of animals to anywhere between 2 and 10, sometimes a few more, depending on what the people have, right? And what kind of colony they want to take care of. So our barn cat program tends to lean towards people around the county or outside of the county that have legit farms or barns, but also that have like turnout sheds, or just they live in the woods and they have a couple outbuildings and they like to have a couple cats around, or the local golf course that they may have a problem at one of their buildings with some rodents and they want some rodent control there. So we deal with a lot of different kinds of barn homes and that don't have barns necessarily. So the good term I should use is working outdoor cats, but I'm still going to say barn cat. It's a slang term. It's very easy to say, and that's what we call it. So we'll talk about what constitutes a barn cat. We're going to take a look at 2 barn cats here. This one is actually black, so it's hard to see. His name is Jarvis. He's very young. There he is. You can see him a little bit there. I'm not going to mess with him. He's very content just hanging out in there right now. He's only about 7 months, and he is available for adoption. I will talk a little bit about our adoption fees for barn cats. run very low, and I mean as low as 0, because they're open adoption, meaning that you can leave. It's up to you. We have people that leave $50. We have people that leave nothing. Our goal is to get the animal out of here as quick as possible and as healthy as possible into a better setting than in this cage. We try to keep him comfortable here. This is called a feral box, and what this allows us to do as staff is to clean in here without stressing out the cat or stressing out the staff, okay? Because some of these cats do not want to be picked up or handled. We will slide right down here. I'm going to open this one too. And this is Sabin. Sabin is a girl cat, and you can see she's not very happy. And people are like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't want that cat. Her life matters just as much to me as any other cat here. And she's going to do great for somebody. She's going to be a great hunter. They say females make the best hunters, and she's going to do really well for somebody. I know she is. Here, she's stressed out. She's in a little cage. It's loud, it's small, it's a confined space. Pretty stressful for a cat to be in a spot like that. My goal is to have that cat out of here by the end of the month into a home where she has the opportunity to live out her life, and basically I'm playing matchmaker. So it's been really successful. If you or anyone you know has a barn, or you think may be interested in some outdoor kitties, come down and talk to me. My name's Dave. I'm always here. I work here full time. Be happy to show them around and open up that conversation with them as to what they're looking for in a cat, because that's the whole goal. We have some barn cats that are really friendly, and they want to be outside. So sometimes we'll have people that want a outside cat that, you know, maybe they're allergic to cats, but they want a cat that they can keep outside, you know, and they have a shed that they can keep the cat in during those winter months. What a great way for that family to adopt a pet and rescue an animal. And most importantly, that animal gets out of the shelter healthy and flourishing and you know, becoming a companion pet for them. So a lot of it is just about matching the right cat with the right people, and the Barn Cat program has really helped out with that. Now, you may be watching and saying, I would never want a barn cat. They're mean, you know, and throw that statement on there, and you can if you want. We have mean ones, we have nice ones, and everything in between. If you may not want a barn cat, and you don't know anybody that does, and you still want to know how to help, well, all these guys get fully vetted. About $100 roughly goes into each and every one, okay? So we make that money through fundraising. So of course, anytime you want to make a donation towards our Barn Cat program, that money will be put towards our spay neuter fund for that. And it really helps keep these animals healthy and, you know, doing what we want them to do. It adds to the solution of the overpopulation of cats in our county. So, you know, it's a great opportunity. I want to give an example of a success story. And we're going to come down right here. You guys can probably see in there a little bit. There's two little kittens in there that are feral, and they have never really been handled by humans. And they came in last week or 2 weeks ago. So they've stayed here for a little bit, and we are making them into barn cats, if you will. This situation is perfect. Have a young couple, they have a horse farm, they have 5 or 6 horses, and, you know, they live on like a farmette, and they actually, unfortunately, just lost one of their barn cats, and their barn cats have it made. They have like a heated beds for them in the wintertime, and full shelter, and very nice people. So they were looking for 2 young cats, possibly bonded, and that's exactly what these guys are. So these guys are actually going to get fixed this week and spayed, and then they will go to them. I believe they're going to them Friday of this week. So just a success story of where funds go is to things like that. And hopefully they leave a donation for us to move on to the next cat. I have about a dozen behind me here, and then I have a whole nother room of barn cats, if you will, that are waiting for their time for surgery. So a really, really, really important aspect of what we do here at the shelter. And you know, it's a really good way to help out if you want to help out with a specific issue that we run into in the county. We get a lot of trapped cats in. During this time of year, which is early fall, I usually see 2 to 3 a day coming in, just constantly coming in. So I have to constantly get them out, and you know, it's a challenge, but we're up for it, and that's why we're here. And we've had a lot of success. So a big thanks to some of our local barn homes, and you guys know who you are, who have helped out tremendously in spreading the word of what the barn cat program is, and how we can get you guys some cool outdoor kitties to not only help you with your rodent control, but to be companion animals, right? We have a small colony here at the shelter of 5 to 7 cats, and they all hang out, and they have become pretty friendly, and we all like them here, and they live here. They have their food source, they have their water, they know that they can be loved here, and so they stay here. No guarantees that any barn cat's always gonna stay, but we hope for the best, and you know, try to get them fixed so they're not reproducing, and you know, it seems to work really, really well. So that's about all I have this week. Wanted to talk about that barn cat program. We still have plenty of kittens coming in. We just got done a couple events this past weekend. We had like 30 adoptions in one weekend, which is just huge for us. So really happy about that. Some cool events coming up this fall, and then we of course have our staple Tales at Twilight event here in December, mid-December. Check out our Facebook page. Hopefully they can run a little scroll here at the bottom, and you guys can check out our Facebook page. Friend us on Facebook, share our posts. Basically, it's just about community outreach and getting the community involved. So if you guys want a barn cat, come see me. And if not, we will see you next week right here on Best Pals. Thank you so much.